Good morning. I'm jogging. I say jogging because I don't really run fast, but I think I run really fast. It doesn't really matter to me. I just now thought of something. Well, not just now. Are you like a major thinker? Like I've even joked that I'm an expert thinker. I think. Not worry, but just think. Think about the possibilities. Think about how to make things better. Think about how to make myself better. Think about all the different ideas that you can do. Good morning. I'm a thinker. Think. However, sometimes overthinking, a lot of times overthinking is not that great of an idea. And for instance, it's come up 3 times from 3 different people over the last 4 or 5 days about how sometimes it's just better to take action. Like for instance, first somebody told me some of the best career choices in her life have come from what she calls happy accidents or foolish accidents or something, where she just kind of wasn't prepared for the interview, just kind of fell into the position and got the position not based on her qualifications, which she was qualified for, but for some other reason, some other extraneous reason. Like she said she applied and interviewed at this position and forgot the man's name as she was talking to him, and he was like a big deal, let's say that. It was a very prestigious place she was applying for, and he decided he was not going to hire her for nothing. But the lady who was actually responsible for coordinating everything, she so disliked the man that she hired that woman just out of spite. So there's that instance. Then I've been reading this book on Audible about, I wish I could remember the way she phrased it, but basically she said sometimes the best things happen in taking action. Like, in other words, stop overthinking it, just do it. And that is funny, just do it. I mean, I think Nike did have something going with that thought process. Just do it. And then the third thing was, I was talking to a man the other day, a young man the other day on the phone, and I was telling him how I've created 2 websites, but I'm discovering all this other stuff on LinkedIn Learning, which is like a way to build all your professional skill sets and learn. You can learn anything that you want to. You could do it on YouTube too, but LinkedIn Learning is like verifiable, and it's only like, the real deal people, which YouTube could be too. I'm just saying. And he said, you know what? And this was a guy that creates websites for a living and does the search engine optimization so that when you put in the Google search, it shows up higher on the list. He said, honestly, so in other words, for somebody to be like an architect or a software engineer type of person or a website designer, they have a very analytical mind, which I do too. I always say, I really should have probably went to be an engineer, but I didn't. I went to be a nurse. I only was a nurse, like taking care of patients for probably 2 years, and then just started going into other positions of nursing, like supervisor and educator, stuff like that. He said, the website developer said, you know what? He said, you can learn so much more in just doing instead of taking all those courses. He's like, the courses will tell you, oh, do these 11 things. He's like, and then you'll find another course and it'll say, oh, do this. And he's right. Especially for somebody that loves to learn, which I do. And I love to gather massive amounts of information and process it and decide what to do with it. I'm the personality type mastermind of Myers-Briggs, INTJ. It's the rarest one. Only like 0.2% of people have it, and even less than that with women. People like Mark Zuckerberg, Beethoven, Hillary Clinton, Colin Powell, JFK, people like that. Thinkers like policymakers, Martin Luther, not MLK, but the actual one from the Renaissance. Anyways, the point is, the website developer said, you can learn so much more than just doing. It's like, so what if you make a mistake? So what? Then you learn while you're doing it. So yet again, I woke up this morning thinking. I'm running around the pool, so that's why you keep seeing the light of the pool house behind me and the barn. I do that because it's even ground. Good morning, Dave Clark. Good morning, Ronnie, I think. Sorry, my phone's bouncing around. But they said, just do it. Like, instead of overthinking it. So I woke up yet again this morning, thinking. Oh, I should do this. Oh, I should do that. And God finally said, you know what? Just do it. Like, just stop. Like, I have an obsession with organizing and creating, and because I have a very creative mind, and I like to put things in systems, and I love to organize a calendar. And it's not really even the fact that I use it. Good morning, Jay. It's not even really the fact that I use the calendar, although I should probably for productivity, but I do it because it's enjoyable to me. It's like doing a puzzle or something, and color coordinate it. Even though I'm not a visual person, it doesn't have to do with that. And so I've been doing a lot of that lately, like obsessing and, well then, on Saturdays at this time I should do this. Should. Notice when your brain is telling you that you should do something. Why should you do that? Who told you that you should do that? Society? The productivity apps? Whoever? Hey, Mom in Nevada. If you find yourself saying that I should do this, or I always do this, or I never do this, or maybe someday, or I wish, or I want, instead of I will, or I can, or am, ask yourself, is that real? That story I'm telling myself, is that real? So I'm asking myself, I should do this. Well, no, I shouldn't. Because when I obsess about things, I get in this state of like what I call analysis paralysis. And then I'm not even doing anything. And I've done it hundreds of times over my life. And when I think back on it, I wasn't any more successful. I didn't get anything more productive. Now, for some people that might work. That might be your brain's way of like needing some guidance on how to get things done. That's not the way my brain works. My brain does that automatically. So I have to ask myself why I am doing that. And it's really just probably because I was scared about actually doing what I really want to be doing and failing. But God said He's not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. We're spiritual, not religious, but there's a lot to be learned from, I think, from biblical and all kinds of spiritual teachings. Even The Secret talks about it, and the law of attraction. So I started thinking, when I've been really successful at things, what did that look like? And I'll tell you what it looked like. I was inspired. I had a positive mindset. I had affirmations in front of me at my desk that said, I have every desire of my heart. I am always with Anna at all times. Because that's a desire of my heart. I'm the richest person in the world. Genius ideas come to me. Everything I put my hand to do prospers and succeeds. And I would see that right in front of me, along with an image of this beautiful sunrise that was coming up over these pastures and land, probably somewhere in the southeast, which I live in Georgia. Now, if you've seen any of my stuff, I have now in front of me the real life version of that. Hey, official queen. Hey, Debbie. I had the real life version of that. So when I was thinking back to some of the most times I've been most successful, I had things in front of me. You can call it a vision board or whatever, but that reminded me to stay in the state of allowing. Not that you should do this. I am. I can. I am doing these things. I am is probably the most powerful phrase in the universe. I am, and what are you saying behind it? So, but I was saying affirmations. So the last few days I had started looking into all kinds of like mental health videos.
Time, 14 minutes, 51 seconds. Distance, 1 mile.
51.
Average pace, 14:51 per mile.
I don't care. I started looking into all these mental health apps about what you should do and how you should improve yourself. And again, if that works for you, great. And I'm not saying that I won't use some of that stuff. But again, don't reinvent the wheel. Think back to the times in your life when you were most successful and what it looked like. I'm an educator, I'm a coach, so I like that question. What did it look like? What does it look like when you say, I want to be this, I want to do this? What does that look like? What do you see yourself doing? Like the actual actions. What do you see yourself wearing? What do you see yourself saying? Who do you see yourself interacting with? So I decided to put up the mental health, cognitive, behavioral therapy stuff and pull out my spiritual stuff, my affirmations. Instantaneously, my entire countenance, my entire perspective on life, my entire mindset instantly changed, began to change. And the more I was saying these things, the more I started to feel better. And I'm not talking about, oh, my inner child, although I'm sure that has something to do with stuff. These are affirmations that me and Anna have created that are specific to the things that we want. And that's what I like to do. Have them in a place. So I'm taking action. Instead of thinking about what I should do, I'm just doing it. I'm going to start opening up my app on my phone where I have all those affirmations that I wrote out. Oh my God. Years and years ago, and have just added to over the years, and say them out loud. As soon as I wake up, as soon as I start to notice myself while I'm in the kitchen making something for breakfast, start to think, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Stop myself this morning and started saying one of the affirmations that I like, which is, I am a new creation in Christ Jesus. Every old thing has passed away. Behold, all things have become new about me. You can say whatever you want, though. One that I wrote down was, today is a delightful day. Think about that. A delightful day. So I think it's really more about right in the moment of whatever's going on, recognizing it right then, and course correcting right then. Not making a list. Maybe some of y'all never deal with this, but I certainly do. Or maybe not making a list on paper, but making a list in your mind about what you should do. Just do it. But you have, I say you, I'm talking to myself, I have to have a positive mindset. So, I have nursing background. I'm just a couple classes short of my master's in nursing, but I don't know if I'll ever go back and get it because I don't want to do nursing. I have all kinds of certifications, my bachelor's, all that. I forgot my point today. But what do you want to be doing with your life? What do you want to be doing with your life? What are the things today that you could be doing to make that happen? And it really does start with your mind. So instead of constantly thinking about it, I'm going to immediately, when those thoughts come into my mind, say something that's real, that I want to manifest. I am a quick and effective decision maker. Life loves me and I love life. All good things are my birthright. This is the best day of my life. All people are in love with me. I'm the most celebrated, highly cherished, loved person in the entire universe. I have $777 million. Life is so easy. Life is so good. All good things come to me. All is well. All is well. All is well. These are some of my favorites that me and Anna have come up with. And that's what I'm going to do. Instead of thinking about it, I'm going to do it and then go on with, what do I need to be doing right now? People ask that, what do you need to be doing? What do I need to be doing with my life? I want to do this. I want to be this. What do I need to be doing? Whatever you're doing right now. Whatever you're doing right now. Don't overthink it. And again, I'm talking to myself. Just do it. All right. I love y'all. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this helps me. Since I am a recovering obsessive thinker, it's good for me to talk it out. And I appreciate y'all very much. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. Leon, caretaker, you're going for a run too. That's awesome. Dave, Anna, David, Mohammed, Nevada, Jays, Ronnie, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. But I love y'all, and I hope you have a great day. Love you. Bye.